video, I'll be showing you how to generate a table of contents for your word processing documents in a very easy and very fast way. So I'll just get started. So the first thing you need to do is to go to each of the paragraph or each of the section. Yeah, like let's say this is the sample I'm working on, and so you go to chapter. Let's say you want to generate for all this, so I'm just going to go here, since, and then change them to heading. But if I don't want the default heading status, what I'll do is to right click on this heading, whichever heading I want to use, I'll right click on it, and I'll click on modify. And what I'll do is to change this. I'll change this to 12. I want it the same way it is, but I want to also maintain the paragraph settings. So I'll just go here and I'll click here, and I'll put this one in the middle if you want to justify it, but I always love my headings to be in the middle, so I just put this in the middle. And you might want to add paragraph spacing. You might want to increase or decrease, but let's say so whatever changes you're making, always look at what's happening here, because whatever happens here is what will be replicated in your document. So I can just bring it closer. You can leave it the way it is, and then I press OK. So for each of the documents, I'm just going to click this. I've already set it, so I'll click the heading 2. All I want is I want this part to be in the table of content. And then let's say you also want to format another you want to add, let's say I want to add this background, because if I click this and click on the heading, it's going to bring it to the middle, because it's following the format, the pre-format that I've set. So if I don't want that, let's say I also want to, I can decide to set up an heading 3 using the same format, but I'll just keep this to the left, and then I'll just change this to 12, change this Times New Roman, then this paragraph spacing, I can go for this, and then I click OK. You can decide to add all this to the existing settings of your Word, but if you want to automatically update, and if you want to continuously use this template for all future documents, you click on this. But I'm just going to leave it for this document alone, so I will click on this. So for this, for the subtitle or for the subheadings that I want to be at in the table of content, I'll click this as well. So here we have, I don't like the space in here, so I might want to go back to the settings here, click on modify, and then increase the spacing a bit. Yep, so I'll just go here and click OK. So I think this is better, and so I'll go to the next subheadings. I'll just click on heading 3, which I've preset to be subheadings. You can change it whatever, you can make use of any of this, either heading 1 or heading 2, but I have preset. I worked on or I edited the headings. I formatted the headings, heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. So I'm clicking on this for the subheadings. I'm using it for the subheadings, and then I'll click on this as well, heading 3. I'll click on this, heading 3. I'll click on this, heading 3. Now this is another new chapter. This is another new chapter. So because it's a new chapter, I am going to be using heading 2 for the new chapter. So I'll just click on this, heading 2, and so and so on and so forth. Once you're done with that, you can now you can generate your table of contents. Let's say you want to put your content in a new page. So you just go to references, then table of contents. You go to table of contents and then automatic table, and here you have your table of contents auto generated. And so you can modify, you can let's say you want to remove some part of the table of content, or you don't want, or you want to add some other things. You can, let's say I want to add a few more things to it, so I can just go on and let's say some part of the chapter, some part of this chapters I'm working on, let's say I want to add to it, I can just go on. Let's say this part that wasn't inclusive, or that's not included in the table of contents. So what I can do is I can still go back, and let's say I have a few more things, few more table of contents. This and so I'll just pick this one. It's normal. Okay, so let's say I want to add, yeah, so I think I've added two more subtopics. So what I can do is to I'll just right click on this, I'll click on update field, update the entire table. Now what this does, that it adds the additional two that I clicked on, or the additional two subheadings that I added to it. So and then let's say you probably did some editing, and let's say I only want the chapters. For instance, I only want the chapters. I want to delete all this and just put all the chapters in there. So I'm just working on it like this. So let's say all I want to see is just these two elements, and so if, and let's say after some time I've tried to work on the documents and there are some additional pages, and I don't want to update the entire documents. Let's say I change the page numbers and all that, and what I can do is to just go to, I'll come back to the table of content pages, and then I'll click on update. So I'm not going to update the entire table. This time around, I'm only going to click on update the page numbers only. So it changes the page number. But if I click on update entire table, it brings back the entire table of content that has been captured. Yeah. So that's pretty much how it works. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please try to like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me here, and do have a wonderful